Hi and welcome back to Chris Flies. I'm back in the Cessna Charlie Foxtrot. It's been ages since I've flown in this aircraft. Weather, service, holidays, busy, but I'm here at Fairoaks. It's a dull and very windy day, or not very windy, fairly windy day, but straight down the runway. Pretty overcast. It's forecast to clear. The weather looks a bit iffy between here and Oxford, but I'll give it a go, and I'm heading up to Elvington, which is York Airport. Never been that far north, so should be a good little trip. Meant to be a lovely airfield, 1,800 metres long, massive old runway in great condition, great CAF and a museum. So I'm heading up on my own. Lovely flight up there. If I get stuck or a bit bored, I can divert to Tatenhill and see my parents for lunch, and I might even stop there on the way back. The forecast for this afternoon is beautiful up north and clearing in the Midlands and South, so it should be a great flight back. So I'm in no rush to get back. You know, sunset's pretty late and the weather's looking fine, and I'll be landing away from the sun and not into the sun at Fairoaks. Landing into the sun's always a challenge here because it gets you right in the face, but I should be pretty cushy on the way back down. So I'm going to jump through my checklist, or go through my checklists, get the plane started and going, and hope the cloud clears a bit more, so I have a nice clear flight on the way up there.
Wind 050 degrees 10 knots.
Lining up, 106, Golf Charlie Foxtrot.
Fairoaks information, Fairoaks 040, inbound from Morecambe.
Fairoaks 040, Fairoaks information, runway 06.
Okay, airspeed's live.
024.
40 knots, 50 knots.
06 left-hand
Starting to lift.
QNH, please repeat QNH, Fairoaks 040.
Fairoaks 040, QNH is 1024.
Yeah, power down a little bit.
Fairoaks 040.
First stage flap off.
Fairoaks 040 traffic is a Cessna 182. Just departing on the climb out, we'll be making a right-hand turn to the south.
Looking for traffic,
Second
Fairoaks
stage
040.
flap off.
Golf Charlie Foxtrot, traffic is a Cessna 152, inbound from Morecambe.
Looking out for traffic, Golf Charlie Foxtrot, I'm making right turn.
Yeah, Elvington is closed due to an event, so I am going to head to my plan B. And my plan B is going to Tatenhill. I'm just going to do a little bit of local area flying in the south of the airfield, as I have this is the first time this aircraft's been flown since it was serviced for its annual /50 hour. So I just want to make sure I've got lots of green space around me and I know what I'm going to be able to do.
Direct information, Golf Charlie Foxtrot departed the airfield to the south and will change frequency en route.
T's and P's are all looking fairly green.
Golf Oscar India, you visual with that traffic rolling?
Carpet's working.
Golf Oscar India, roger. Remaining behind that traffic as it departs, you can resume a navigation for Fairoaks.
Oscar India remaining behind traffic in Fairoaks.
Yeah, slow down a little bit. Alright, I was going a bit fast with the wind. There's a very strong wind pushing from behind, 25 knots. And I pretty much ended up just on the edge of Farnborough's control zone. That was a little bit too close for my liking. Right.
Golf Oscar India is
Get myself organised.
Delta 133 Bravo.
Farnborough radar, Golf Charlie Mike Charlie Foxtrot requesting basic service and a south-north zone transit.
Golf to Mike Charlie Foxtrot, Farnborough, standby number 2, changing controllers.
And controller change, but that's alright. I'll keep along here, a little bit of height up.
Golf to Mike Charlie Foxtrot, pass your message.
Golf Charlie Mike Charlie Foxtrot is a Cessna 182 from Fairoaks to Tatenhill, 1 POB, currently at 1,600 feet on 1024, just east of Guildford, and looking for a basic service and a south-north zone transit.
Golf Charlie Mike Charlie Foxtrot, QNH 1024, squawk 0463, basic service.
0463, basic service, Golf Charlie Foxtrot.
You joined me back just north of Benson, and slightly out of breath. That was quite a workout, I have to say. The wind haven't flown in strong winds, 25, 28, 30 knot crosswinds coming from the east. I haven't flown anything like that for a while, and it's very hazy. And it was, you know, a good example of me getting a little bit overloaded. Blimey, I was onto the controllers, trying to see where I was flying. There's a horrible layer of haze, which you may or may not be able to see out of the cockpit. Flying underneath the cloud.
Charlie, mate, you have traffic northeast, 1 mile. Tracking south, indicating 400 feet below.
Look at traffic, Gold Charlie Foxtrot.
So, yeah, that was hectic, and I was getting blown over into the Benson zone, but I was trying to find the mast at Stokenchurch because I wanted to make sure I was see that visually, because it's so hazy. But anyway, I made it through. I'm now chuntering along, heading up to the north, sort of come past Bicester and Oxford in a minute. And I was really hoping that the sun would come out, but it is absolutely minging. Horrible weather.
Visual with traffic, Gold Charlie Foxtrot.
And yeah, most unpleasant. So, cruising along underneath the cloud. I would like to go up and through it, but I remember from the Met Office weather charts, not weather warning, Met Office weather charts, that the cloud tops are going up quite high, up to 6,000 feet. So I don't really want to find myself stuck in cloud and then having to come back down to where I am. And there is some icing.
Go for a minute, pass.
Anyway, I'm going to crack on in this miserable weather and hope the sun comes out, so I'll see you all in a bit. Okay, we are just east of Birmingham, not that you'd know it, somewhere over there is Birmingham Airport. I am knackered. This has been a hard flight for not any particular reason other than the cloud is still claggy and horrible. I mean, at the moment I reckon the cloud base probably about 24, 25. And a bit further back it was more like 2000, 1900. So I've been just skirting along below the clouds. A couple of aircraft sort of popping out very last minute, which is always gives you a bit of a nervous flight. Visibility improved ever so slightly here, but it's so turbulent. I am knackered. My back's hurting, my bum's hurting. We have got 30 knot crosswinds coming in from the east, and they're obviously causing some pretty nasty turbulence. So I've been banged around the whole flight. Definitely not a flight for a first-time passenger or somebody who's a bit nervous of flying. So it's been pretty bonkers, really. And really not very pleasant. But, you know, I think it's good to fly in challenging conditions. I wish Terry was here with me, Mr. Shortfield, so we could go above the clouds with confidence. But I have to say there are very few breaks in the clouds. I've seen only a handful of breaks in the whole journey up. So my concern about climbing above the clouds here is if the cloud tops are higher than 4,500 feet, I'm going to bust airspace. So that's not going to work. And if I can't, you know, find a reasonable break in the cloud and the weather deteriorates further north, it should be doing the opposite, then I'm going to be stuck. Now I do know, you know, here I am, clouds are lifting a little bit and the weather's improving a little bit, but still it's a really good lesson in why not to bust up through clouds, because I think I would potentially have got stuck. And not the end of the world, I've got my IMC rating, I can fly in cloud, I'm not actually comfortable doing it, I don't do a lot, I need to do some more. Today would be a good day to go with someone else, bit of a safety pilot, do it. But next time I will get out with a safety pilot when it's weather like this, and I'm going to climb into the cloud and do some cloud flying and start to build my confidence. But yeah, we're looking pretty good actually. We're 2,400 feet here, and the cloud is lifting and lifting, so I think we probably would have been okay. Anyway, not far to run. I've got about 13 minutes to my next destination, which is the turning point for Tatenhill.
I'm here at Tatenhill, and fantastic landing. I really nailed it, but you'll not know because I didn't record the video, because being so windy, there was so much going on, I thought it was better to be sensible, focus on flying the aircraft and not trying to record my antics. But it's great to be here, 30 knots, coming in bang from the east, straight down the runway, so no dramas. And now I'm going for lunch. Well, I'm back at a very blustery Tatenhill. Just had lunch with my sister and my folks. Great to have a diversionary airport. It's blowing a hoolie. No one seems to be flying. Very bumpy on the way up. I'm sure it's going to be very bumpy back there. It's gorgeously sunny here, but I can see clouds to the south. So let's see how I get on. But time to head back to Fairoaks.
Golf Charlie Foxtrot holding Charlie for 08 departure. Golf Charlie Foxtrot's lining up 08 for immediate departure.
Okay, got a pretty stiff headwind, but we should be good. Brakes on, full power, everything's in the green, off we go. Airspeed's alive. 50, 45, 50, 55, coming off, unstuck, and we're off. Oh, better set my go flying. Oh no, where? Woohoo! Done, no. Wow, that is some climb performance. Jesus, we're like climbing like a scolded cat. Okay, let's take the pressure off power plant. Visibility is now utterly amazing. Coming around left-hand circuit. Cow flaps closed. Lean. Two, 223. There we go. Clouds are definitely showing mountain waves. Right, okay, we're flying. Let's buzz my parents quickly. I'll buzz my parents. I'm at nearly 2,000 feet, so it's not exactly buzzing them. My parents' little house. Right, off we go. Well, what a difference a couple of hours make. It was thick clouds, 2,500 feet base. At Tatenhill, it's probably 1,800 feet back south, and now I've got clear sky, bit of haze, but visibility of, I don't know, I can probably see 30 miles, 40 miles in certainly the east. Wow, amazing. And whilst I can see lots of clouds with mountain wave formation, it doesn't seem to be hitting me here. So fingers crossed we're going to make it back without too much bumpiness.
Farmer radar, Golf Charlie Mike, Charlie Foxtrot, request basic service.
Charlie Mike, Charlie Foxtrot, farmer radar, passing.
Today's been one of the most challenging days of flying I've had for a very long time. As you know from the video on the way up, it was very low cloud and very turbulent. Took off from Tatenhill and strong winds, but actually lovely flying. Plane felt fast. I felt like I was ahead of the plane, but only just as I came through Farnborough. Very busy. Farnborough kept me on, and I got right up to the Heathrow zone before I asked to switch to Heathrow. Switched to Heathrow, got the transit Bracknell to Fairoaks, came into Fairoaks, wind blowing kind of down the wrong way, but as Fairoaks does on 06, it's a bit all over the place. A lot of wind shear. Came in, speeds fluctuating 60, 90, planes bobbing up and down. Definitely the maddest landing I've had at Fairoaks. But actually, because it's a strong headwind, once I got through the turbulence, kept the plane off the runway and just let it settle down. I got my speed sorted way before I came onto final. So, you know, I'm really happy. I've nailed both my landings today. Neither on video, so I can't show you my excellent landings. But I will record the next ones and let you tell me whether they're 1 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. Anyway, great to challenge myself today and flying in some very mixed conditions. And it's like two seasons here. Gorgeously sunny now. Having been miserably cloudy this morning. So here we are in some absolutely stunning English weather. Look at that. Right, I'm going to pack up and head home and speak to you all very soon. Thank you for watching.